Hello and welcome back, people. Welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory. This episode we're going far deeper into how advanced we can get. In the last episode you saw things such as lava power, things like that. Now what we did this episode was to go into things like creating more of everything. What I'm showing here is the cobblestone generation I decided to do because we needed more of it to keep pushing to get we went up each time to triple compressed cobblestone, and that took a lot of our items that we needed. We built a little storage bit, and let's put it this way, this is my OCD. I need to have things organised. After that, as I said in the last video, we needed to expand the farm a bit, and what I did here is different to what people did for their own growth. I made growth pulsators. Instead of making a reinforced watering can, which would take more life, this does it on a smaller scale, but if you have enough of them, it grows it really quickly. And what you need for it is this, the Minikio essence. So obviously made a lot of it. My plan is to have all these filled with magical crops and things like that, and have them growing, and then somewhat automate it as well, to make so we've got everything coming up and things like that. And then as I look around, we had to go through things like what we did in the achievement stand. Now I know we wanted to get through a few more things, and we did a few more things. So if we go through each bit, yep, we've done that with our tools, because off screen I upgraded my tools with the smelter to make shiny ones. We've updated our mob farm to kill automatically, because that way we get more things from them. That was the pulses I was just talking about. Flying is what I want to get taken care of very soon. Let's have a look. Going to touch into that soon. I really want to apply the energistic system. And just popping through. Well, we did do the Britannia things. We did do that. And yeah, we are quite getting on with that one. These are the different magics and the different technologies we can go into, and that's going to be much further in the episodes. But for now, looking at it, I'm pretty happy with how far we've done. We're now near enough finished with the Stone Age. We just need to do one last bit of it, but it's not a necessity right now. Now for automating this, as you can see, it's a slight bit different. What we did was craft, I think they're called conveyor belts, and they're crafted with rails, as I'm showing you just now. Here we go, conveyor belt. Now you just need rails, redstone and iron, and there you go. And they always push in the direction that they're showing on the side here, and you don't need to power them, they just constantly push. So anything that's on top of them, it'll be pushed into it, and what's inside there is iron spikes, and it's all getting taken up with a vacuum hopper. And to create that, you need to use hopper, obsidian and an eye of ender, which is easy enough with an ender pearl and blaze powder, which we got a lot of. But as you can see, it really does help getting a lot of what we've got and what I want to use. Now I know people have been happy to open these, but I prefer to craft them up, because you can get the next level up from them. And looking at it, if you have a look, the common loot bags go up. If you do it in basically a 2x2 recipe, they go up each time. Now there is such a thing called a legendary loot bag, and I'm desperately trying to get certain items from them, and it could be a toss up between two types of items, to be honest. And yeah, so if I show you how long it takes, because it's similar to magical crops, to be honest. It takes 4 of one to go up, and then 4 of that one to go up, 4 of that one to go up, just keeps going up and up and up. But what we needed to get here is enough of the rare ones to go to epic. So you've got common, uncommon, common, rare, and then epic, and then after that you've got legendary. The legendary loot bag is what I'm after, and desperately trying to get certain items from it, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What I'm going to go into now is, let's have a look. Oh, what can I show you? Well, what I can show you is what we've done over here. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Legendary loot bag. I'm not going to show you what's inside, but I'm going to show you how it's made and things like that. So let's have a look. What have we got? And if anyone's wondering how I've got a load of different items and things like that, the previous video I uploaded is just a 5-minute clip with me opening a lot of chance cubes, and if people are really bothered by me opening them, you can say so. But yeah, and yeah, we started getting a lot of stuff from it because I worked out how to abuse it. Yeah, I was happy when I found out I could do this. And yeah, fortune 3 and efficiency 5 works ridiculously fast, and we needed to make this to stop it taking the book out of it, because the item filter, you can blacklist items getting taken out of it. And we had to move the smelter because, to be honest, it was just in the way. The power chamber little thing here was just to put things aside, not everything out in the open, things like that. We're gonna put more in this room later, and I'm gonna show you downstairs because we had to put a lot of storage away. Now, looking at all this, I had to upgrade each and every one of these, and believe me, it's not simple coming up with all the upgrades, but without it I would not have been able to store everything, and it would have been a waste of all the materials, because that is just a ridiculous amount of items. But nicely, they're all suited downstairs. If I need them, I can do that. Now, over here you can see some different coloured cows. Over the course of events, I've had things like fluid cows come up, and as you can see, each of them have their own little fluid. There's certain fluids I don't want to lose. Obviously that's a normal cow, which is, I want to keep them until I start going into witchery. And pickles, that is from the video. If you noticed them, we are definitely keeping pickles. Let's have a look. Yeah, when you're automating pouring things out and taking things away from it, if it's not a full ingot, it won't take it. Yeah, and it's still getting pumped in. Let's have a look. Where do we want to? This episode, it's just trying to further everything we've got. So let's have a look. Obviously the triple compressed cobblestone there. As you can see underneath, I made a lot of those pulsers. We wanted to push ahead with this. And do I have it in my inventory? No, I don't. I do have the watering can though, but what I wanted, yeah, we wanted the hoe, particularly from magical crops, because as I said earlier, you get more from it. But this episode we're going to try and push quite a bit further. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, I think we're going to focus quite a bit more on magical crops, to be honest, because we've only just touched upon it, and I think it's so good we can do a lot with it. For example, you get the Accio essence just there, not even a problem. Now with that we can get some more things, and those are particular plants that we can get. Let's have a look. Do we have... No, we don't have enough, so we'll just lift this lot up here, and then we'll start making some of the plants. And you can vein mine it as well, so that's really useful, so it doesn't take forever to lift it up. And if you vein mine it with that, it doesn't take durability, and it does do the 1+ for each seed. So if you just let it grow, it can get anything you want, to be honest. Each time you level it up, it goes up each time, and that's what I'm going to show you today, because I think we're not going to be able to get to the final part of it, which is called Zavisio, but I'm pretty sure we can push towards Imperio. And it goes Manicchio, Accio, Crucio, Imperio, Zavisio, And trust me, I know, try not to do steals from a certain franchise there, but I'm not the mods creator. But I think it's pretty neat considering it's magical crops. Now what we need to start everything is this, more Manicchio seeds. Manicchio is the base essence of this, and without it you can't create things like this. See? You need the Manicchio seeds to transform them into new seeds. So what we're gonna start doing, if we have a look, should have some somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh well, we'll get some from downstairs. Here we go. We can get bone meal. Not for bone meal, we want it for dye. Because this, if we use bone meal, because it can be used as a type of dye, we can then grow all the kinds of dyes, which is partially useful, to be honest. Coal for coal essence, that way we can start growing coal. So put you in the middle, you in a plus sign around it, and then in the corners the thing you want to grow. And in the crafting recipes you can see what type of things you can get from each type of essence, but these are the first two that we're going to get. And I think dirt, I think you can get dirt because there's water and fire. There it is, earth seeds, so we can start growing things. And yeah, definitely going to go for the earth seeds, because that way I don't have to stick around just constantly getting composting and things like that. If I get a farm for it, I can just grow it, and I think that's pretty good, to be honest. Now I'm going to put them all together for now. Much later they're going to have their own little areas, but considering I don't believe the exploit is in anymore, and as I said in the earlier episodes, the exploit would give us more seeds, but to do it now we have to do that pattern over and over and over again, and I'm only going to start doing that once we've got a vast number of materials. Now the growth pulsar is going to be affecting these, and I know it's not as quick as the reinforced watering can, but personally I don't see the benefit of it. You lose hit points and you don't get to use as much as you wanted. So this is why I'm using the growth pulsars. It still grows pretty fast as even using the watering can, and if you think if I put it all underneath everything and layer it out properly, these are still going to grow very fast, and then I can automate lifting them and replanting them, and I don't have to lose any life. I don't have to waste any bedrockium ingots to do it. I don't have to waste any what's it called now? It's, I think, unstable ingots, that was it, to make the sword. Now here we go. If you look on top, it lifts it. Oh, did not mean to do that. I think I'm just testing to see if it works on the other crops, but I don't think it does. Here we go. As you can see, I made some new tools. That particular there was a crossbow, and we've been leveling everything up, because obviously a goal to get to is going to be killing the ender dragon, the wither, things like that, and you need a bow usually for killing the ender dragon, but I prefer the crossbow. It's more powerful, you can load it pretty easy and things. So let's see, I lifted them up, here we go. So we've got 3 of each now, so hopefully we've got enough to level up to the next level of essence, because we have the, I think it's the minor infusion stone or the basic one, weak, yeah, the weak infusion stone. Now if you put the essence that you've been growing from Accio around it, Manicchio to Accio, Accio to Crucio, regular infusion stone. So what we need for this one is you put it around it again in the same pattern and you get Crucio essence, and this one will help us upgrade our hoe. As I said, it goes up each time, so we're currently only getting 1 from it. We surround it in Crucio, then we get 2 extra for it. So far we've tripled how much Manicchio essence we get from our Manicchio crops, and that's just be going up one level. So if we have a look at see if this is actually grown, let's have a quick see. Not far off, and that's what I mean. What you could do, and that's only with everything underneath it. I don't think a reinforced watering can is worthwhile as much as using magical crops itself to help it grow itself, because there is a way to get your health pack, but it's a very low chance. All we're looking at here now is what we can craft with things such as Crucio, as we've now got access to it. But what we want to do is push a little bit past that as well. But one thing we do want from it is nether seeds, because nether essence that we get from it can be used to make all sorts of, so for example, soul sand, nether brick. Can use it for enchanting like most of it, but then we can use it for netherrack. But what we want from it is to do things like sifting soul sand and sifting crushed netherrack, which, to be honest, it's 2 more of the materials we need. There's 3 more materials we need to sift through, and those 3 is crushed endstone, crushed netherrack, and soul sand. Welcome back, people. What we've got here is we've just been sorting out a few bits that we've been playing with. As you can see, we came down, we wanted to get some things to grow. Now what we wanted particularly is obsidian, redstone and glowstone. Those 3 are the ones that I wanted, because redstone, it's nice to have a constant amount of it. Obsidian, you need it to upgrade to the next tier and after that, and then glowstone is the other necessity that we need. So we do the same. We need Manicchio seeds, and then you do the same pattern as before, just in a plus symbol, and then in the 4 corners for what you want to grow. And I'm only going to grow 1 of each for now, because we don't need an absolute load of it just to upgrade. And this episode is generally to upgrade our magical crops, and I want to show that people can do it without needing the reinforced watering can. There we go. As you see, nether stars, unstable ingots, and that to create the extreme infusion stone, which is the final level after, well, it's the way to get the final tier of essence, because the next one after this was Imperio, yeah, because we're on Crucio. The next one is the Imperio essence, but after that you need I think it's the extreme infusion stone to get what was it? Zavicio. Sorry people, I don't want to absolutely just keep on waffling without having something to talk about. But yeah. Obviously you can see the things are growing. Now, I don't think that's a slow rate. I really don't. We'll just take a shortcut and I'll show you what we've done when we come back. Okay. And welcome back people, as we've just spent the time to gather 3 of each again, just so we can upgrade this particular infusion stone so we can get to the next level. Now this time we needed to use the same like we did before, but I'm going to upgrade the essence up, but we don't have enough for the moment to use it. Now, as I'm going to show you here, it takes 4, then 4, then 4. So if you keep dividing down, I think the first item that you need for it, it takes a lot of it, if you keep thinking that. So what we've just done there is obviously gone up from Manicchio to Accio, Accio to Crucio. Now all that just to get to Imperio. I think it does take a bit of effort, it does take a bit of time, but it is very much worth it, and all we need is another 2, then we can upgrade the hoe again. But next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to store things away, so we've got everything not going missing, things like that. And what we need to do after that is get quite a bit more of the essences, things like that. But I'm gonna do that off camera for you, because obviously it's just a lot of tedium. Right, and welcome back, people. What we've done here is got enough of the Imperial, like I said I was gonna do, and now what we can do is upgrade this particular hoe up and hopefully get quite a bit of essence from it. So as I've said, you needed to go up a level. That shows 2 essence extra, yeah, and this shows 4. So now not only do we get 1 per seed, but now we get 5 essence per each seed that's fully grown. Personally, I think that's quite good. If you think you're doing an entire farm, each one of those seeds give you 5. You can get quite a bit more, and this is how it balances the system out. Because if you need Imperio, recommend using the level of the hoe that you need, because it equals it out. Okay, we're going to start doing things like that off screen, but as I said, I wanted to get to Imperio. Let's have a look. And yeah, this is a lot of stuff. Eventually I'm going to cover that entire area with these. As I said, growth pulsers took a lot of effort and a lot of time to do. Oh, had a bit of a lag spike there. That's not good. Off screen also I've been making sure I can have a look into the mob as well. So let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. Epic loot bags, rare loot bags. So each 4 loot bags is 1 epic. So we only need 2 more epic, and then we can get 1 legendary. Hoping and praying that we can get what we want from it, because otherwise it's a lot of work just to get very little. And if you look in here, for the moment we're not getting too much. So I think I'm going to be upgrading the mob farm. I'll do that off camera, but I'll show everything that I've done, because it's going to take a bit of building and things like that. Because if we get what we wanted, there's going to be a particular ritual what we want. Because what I want to get from it, it only naturally drops from the wither, and that's a division sigil. So yeah. And for our food, what we've done here is just take Pamtawi craft a little bit further. For example, here we go. We needed lettuce for this one, because we made our chicken sandwiches. And if you combine the chicken sandwiches with lettuce, it works even better. And to be honest, we're growing tofu, we're growing everything. So all we needed was tofu, some mayo, some, what was it? Bread, and I think it was either a cooking board, chopping board, whatever, skillet. You put all that together, it made the chicken sandwich. You add lettuce to that, the leafy chicken sandwich, and it even works better. What we're progressively doing is pushing forward for that. Now, do we have enough? Let's combine it all up. Well, we have enough to make another epic, I believe, but not enough to make the legendary for the moment. So I'm gonna take a shortcut here, and we'll see you in a sec. And welcome back, people. So what I've been doing, as I said off camera, getting a lot of things like this. So here we go. This is why we needed a lot of it. So if you think like armor, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. If you think that how much items you need per armor set and things like that, this is what you need for this, and you need to use all of it to create it. I'm sorry if I'm waffling, but it upgrades armor, and you have to start out with diamond armor. So you see that? Obviously we've got the pattern there, but hold on. Oh, I just bloody said it, didn't I? Sorry. Yeah, you have to start with diamond armor, and it upgrades it. And the best part about this one is, if you have got a bit of durability loss on it, it doesn't matter for the armor, because obviously you're going to be wearing it and things like that, you might take damage, but you can upgrade it all the way up, and you just use the same pattern and you put it within it, and there we go. It gives us such a great damage reduction, and you can do this all the way up. For example, Accio, then we can go up to Crucio, then Crucio to Imperio, Imperio to Servicio, as you can see here. The one that we want to get to this episode is complete Imperio. That way, if we go and fight things, we're not going to take a absolute ton of damage. And yeah, what we've got inside this is that unstable ingot, because you need Servicio to fly, but what we're going to go for is wings. I prefer the invisible ones, because who wants a... I know people like a bunch of wings and things like that, but I particularly don't. And as I said on that video, it shows me getting quite a few items and things like that. So yeah, welcome back, people. What we've just done, and I can't believe it, we've been farming for ages. This was going to be like a cut-off point, to be honest. I was going to do a sign-off, but what we got then from the loot bag was a division sigil, and I'm sorry, I'm absolutely ecstatic for it, because what we can do now is the ritual. I'm going to set that up off screen and come back, but yeah, as I said before, we can get our angel wings, we can fly, we've got creative flight on its way, and hopefully next episode we can go and kill things, we can get the extreme infusion stone, things like that. So very, very happy about that. So I'll take a shortcut and I'll come back and show you how to do the ritual. Okay, see you in a second, people. Welcome back, and as you can see here, I've set up the ritual. You need it on dirt, away from light, with an enchantment table surrounded by redstone. It kind of looks like a blood ritual, to be honest. So if we, I think it's, you click it, or is it you shift click? Let's have a look. Yeah, shift click. It tells you what you need for the ritual. Here we go. So you need a redstone circle, altars, things like that. It must not lit by outside sources, and it's too early. Needs to be done around midnight. Now what it will do is glow. So we'll come back just in a second when it's midnight, okay? See you in a sec, people. Welcome back. Here we go. It's glowing. We're ready to do the ritual. So we shift click with it. Boom. Perform the sacrifice. Now I've got a sacrifice just here. Okay. Kill. Boom. Look at that. Now what I wanted to do, I want to save this. So we've got a silk touch. And there we go. And all that's gone and done is activated our sigil. That's not breaking. Why is that not breaking? Why is that not breaking? Oh, I'm using the wrong pickaxe. Duh. Sorry, people. Here we go. Right, now, with this activated sigil, we can go and just, yeah, as I said before, we've got creative flight on its way. We've got the next level of magical crops coming. All sorts that we can get from it. So what I want to do before we sign off is I want to create that ring. I want to get us created flight. So here we go. Now what most people do is create the unstable ingots. Now I'm going to do is create the semi-stable nuggets, because we've got quite a few diamonds which we can afford to lose for the moment. So if we put the diamonds in and you use gold nuggets instead of iron ingots, so yeah, like I was saying, sorry about, if we use gold nuggets instead, put the division sigil in, we get semi-stable, right? Now these are a bit more useful, because if you put them in a full 3x3, you get stable unstable ingots. These won't blow up when you craft them. It may take a lot more diamonds, but they won't blow up. Portal to the deep dark, if anyone recognises it there, we are going to make that. We've got 3 dimensions, hopefully. I don't know, next episode or the next 2 episodes, we're definitely going for the dragon. We are definitely going for the nether. We might go to the deep dark. It might be at the end of the next episode, I don't know yet. So, as I said, look at this. Absolutely happy about it. I didn't think we'd get lucky enough to get it because of we needed the Never Star for it. So we need glass for it. You don't use it like that. Am I missing something? Okay. 2 unstable ingots. The Never Star in the middle. Surround it with gold, and then come on, please, 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 please. There we go, people. Absolutely ecstatic about that. That is creative flight. So if you open up the bubbles one, put it in the ring slot. Look at that. Flying. We can take on the dragon. We can take on so much more. We can build further out without a fear of falling. Here we go. This is what we wanted. This is going to help us get so much further. That one sigil that dropped, I can't believe how lucky we are for it, but here we go. Now, as I said, the portal to the deep dark, quintuple, quadruple, and quadruple. And because we've automated going all the way up to triple compress, we can get that. Now, most people think, how are we going to get to the end then? This is the next part. What we need to do is create an end cake. Now, that furthers. So, all I'm going to say is, people, I'm going to show you what it all does next episode. See you soon. This is Summer 01. I'll see you next time.